Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Manufactured Home Show. It's Wednesday, April 26, 2011. Happy birthday, Gato, my brother in law. My wife is playing the beatbox. You might hear the soundtrack of our lives techno, rap music, whatever it is. It's not inside of your head. It is, in fact, in the background on the Manufactured Home Show. My apologies. Anyway, welcome to the big show. Thanks for joining me today. Got a lot to get to, so we'll bust right in. Big day of all kinds of things that I learned already this morning, and it's only 9:13 a.m. Oh, forgot to plug the sponsor, manufacturedhomemart.com, the premier online store for manufactured homes. Everything you need for manufactured housing is right there. The Proud Webcast, the blog, everything is at your service and at your disposal on manufacturedhomemart.com. I can talk. All right, I had to get right to things on Google because I looked at you know how Google displays, like they'll make their name look crazy. Like if it's Halloween, they'll have, that theme. They have different themes of the way they have Google. Well, today I took a look at Google when I brought up my computer, and it's like birds and trees, and it resembles nothing that looks like Google whatsoever. So I thought to myself, wow, Google is really stretching it right now. What's wrong with them? Well, I got my answer right there on USA Today. I always go to USA Today. If you watch the show, you know I do that often. So here I got my answer. Google's latest logo doodle is for the birds. The internet search giant is using its logo to pay tribute to John James Audubon, the American artist naturalist born on this day in 1785. He was best known for his love of birds, illustrated in the classic book Birds of America. So there, I got my answer to the Google thing. Thank you, USA Today. We might as well keep going with some of the headline news, and then I'll get on with the webcast here. CNN, will the age of America end in 2016? Isn't it already over, probably? Things are looking really bad. This article is talking about the fact that China is going to overtake us in terms of our economy. So basically, the number that they're projecting, this is a projection by 2016, and according to the International Monetary Fund, okay, as reported by CNN. According to the figures, the Chinese economy would grow from 11.2 trillion in 2011 to 19 trillion in 2016. Over the same period, the US economy would rise from a dominant 15.2 trillion to a trailing 18.8 trillion for a 0.2 trillion, whatever that number is, difference between us and the Chinese. So they're saying the Chinese are going to overtake us. We'll see about that, varmint. I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's get rid of the Google birds too, and away from the headline news. Once again, this is a live show, everybody. So here's to you. Thank you for joining me. And if you're watching the recorded version, it matters not. Here's to you as well. Thank you for joining me for the Manufactured Home Show. We're hearing a lot about the royal wedding, and I saw Piers is already in London, and everybody is in London. So it's a big hubbub. If you're into that type of stuff, which I'm really not, but it's interesting because it's such big news. So Piers was on there with Jane Seymour. I couldn't listen to that, so I turned it off. And then HLN, a little bit in the news. I thought it was interesting, their little blurb, how they were talking about people who were invited to the wedding, celebrities. So here's who's in, according to HLN. The Beckhams, David Beckham and Posh Spice. Elton John, of course. And his, the heck is that guy's name? Oh, forgive me for Elton John's partner, a long time, whatever. Anyway, Kanye West, Guy Ritchie, Rowan Atkinson, better known as Bean. Now here's the people that got snubbed. Those people are in. Here's the people that are being snubbed. Simon Cowell, no invite. Mrs. Obama, why would they invite her? Sarah Ferguson, the original Fergie, the one that used to be a princess, no invite for her. George Michael, I don't know how. Oh, George Michael was on there. I don't know why they would throw him in, and why would they invite him? Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more celebrities that are on this short list, but that was just according to HLN. Also, while I was watching that same network, they were talking about Lady Gaga, and they were showing her breakdown, having a breakdown on video. And I guess this is part of a documentary that's going to air on HBO. So people that are into Lady Gaga, May 7th is going to be about Lady Gaga documentary. This is why I'm happy that I follow the Lord. I'm not saying Lady Gaga is bad. She's not. I think she's got a good message. But do I think that that documentary is going to be in any way real? No way. I think the whole thing is staged. And that's got to be obvious, but it's important that maybe her message is good and helping people sort of come out. Lady Gaga is like all about coming out and empowering people that are sort of downtrodden. Now, that's about as much as I know. But like how much of it is real, I'm not so sure because, well, she does appear to be a superstar right now and likens herself that way. But we know that fame is fleeting. And I dare say fame is not really such an important thing in the world when you really think about it. And certainly what I'm doing here is not about fame. It's about fortune. It's okay. Everybody knows that that's okay. All right. So that's HLN. Blah, 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 blah. Dr. Drew. I saw a video about a transgender person on Dr. Drew, but I missed the whole thing getting beat up in a McDonald's. What's that all about? I don't know. Somebody send me, I'll have to look that up on YouTube, but it's a terrible thing. This kind of good segue is good with Lady Gaga. Didn't even intend that. Isn't that brilliant how the magic happens right here on the Manufactured Home Show? Isn't it? Isn't it brilliant? It's all natural. I swear. Anyway, so that was a horrible video, and I have to preach tolerance to people. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with us and why we're so angry, but really, I think our society needs to calm down. Everybody beating now we're having a beat down happening, and somebody like instead of thinking to stop it, or call the police, like it gets filmed on a cell phone or whatever. There's a major breakdown in our society happening. I gotta appeal to everybody who's watching to like your soul is somewhere inside of you. If you're seeing somebody being beat down in a McDonald's and your thought is, I'm going to film it, that's wrong. I want to use bad language, but I can't. This is a family show. Oh, my. Okay, sorry. Let's go through the rest of this. Anderson Cooper has Trump on for the next couple days. As a lot of you know, I love to talk about Donald Trump because he's such a misguided individual. It's a total joke that he would be running for president. As a matter of fact, it's a nuisance to the whole business of the country. Donald Trump needs to just go have the Celebrity Apprentice, manage the Trump Towers or whatever real estate development, kingdom he has. He needs to be doing that. Stop worrying about where Obama was born. Obama has already legally illustrated where he's born. And as a matter of fact, he's the president of the United States. And who knows, he could be the president again in 2012. Am I going to vote for him? I don't know. Don't ask me that right now. But anyway, Donald Trump, I still think he needs to shut up. You're intruding upon my live shed. Are you really going to come show yourself? Pardon the interruption, everybody. That's the perils from webcasting from home. I don't want to say any more about Donald Trump, but this guy publicly fights with everybody. He's not anywhere near cut from the cloth to be president. So lest anybody just like sort of just fall into that trap like Donald Trump could be president, please, enough already. Lord God. Okay. NBA. Let's switch to the NBA really fast. I keep forgetting to talk about the NBA. I know not everybody loves that. So if you're not into it and you're watching the recorded version, go ahead and fast forward through this part. But I am going to make it really fast. We know that Boston's through to the second round already. New York just got swept. Gone. But this is the most amazing stuff. First of all, New Orleans, wow, 2-2. Atlanta, wow, 3-1 in the series over Orlando. Chicago and Indianapolis, 3-1. Everybody expected that. Miami, Philly, 3-1. That's to be expected. But this is the biggest one of all. Wow, Memphis Grizzlies, the 8th seed leading 3-1. Excuse me, over San Antonio Spurs. Last time I think I remember this happening might have been the Dallas Mavericks when they went down to Golden State when an 8 beat a 1. That wasn't that many years ago. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the last time that happened. But it really shows that watching the playoffs lately, it shows a big changing of the guard. I mean, these young teams are playing hard and they are winning in the playoffs. Way to go. Memphis was outstanding last night. So props to all those teams. Lots of fun with the NBA. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's get to the part of the news that I wanted to share with you that I found this morning. Royal wedding stuff is over. Okay. This is from MSNBC.com. We've had a lot of bad weather. And this all in the United States, particularly in the midsection of the country. And I wanted to play some of this for you because this gets us into manufactured homes. As you know, this is the manufactured home show. But of course, I like to mix it up a lot with other stuff as well because, well, why not? It's all in good fun, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. So let's go to MSNBC. I pulled this video. There's a huge storm. They're talking about mobile homes here. So now we're on topic for the show after 12 minutes. Here we go. MSNBC.com. I believe we're in Arkansas here. Take a listen.
Betty Nash stands shivering on the shoreline as rescue crews wade through floodwaters to find her neighbors.
I'm glad someone came to rescue us.
Nash and her 2 children had been stuck inside their mobile home when the rain turned into a river rushing in.
I was starting to fear for my life. If the water would have got up further, we could have drifted away.
And even as that fear flows away,
So I've never been through anything like this at all.
other worries float to the forefront.
I've still got 3 kids unaccounted for that were supposed to be on a bus.
So right here, it looks like the water's only ankle deep, but out there, it's as deep as I am tall, a whole 5 feet.
The water kept coming up.
Colleen Franklin huddles under a blanket on the banks after being trapped inside her trailer home.
Next thing I knew, it was up to my knees.
Colleen thought she'd seen all Mother Nature could throw at her.
I've been in a tornado and a
The
hurricane.
whole park's underwater.
This is the first time I've been in a flood, and I don't want to know.
She stands in shock, knowing she's survived a severe flash flood.
And the firemen come, God bless them, and they got us out.
Thanks to rescue workers who risked the rising tides.
They put a life vest on me and they walked me out.
And staring out at a sea of spring rain runoff,
I have no idea. We lost everything.
she still feels stranded.
Because I don't know where I'm going. I have no place to go. It just makes you feel all alone. Even though there's people around you.
While survivors like Colleen and Betty Nash are glad to be alive, they hope no one else finds themselves in the same lonely boat, seeing their life wiped away by water.
You got to see those images. I'm just gonna send out my well wishes to the people involved in that, and then also for the owners of the community and everybody over there. They had some strong weather and levees breaking and all that. Just want to take a moment to pray for those people and and hopefully they find all that they need. You know, this will be the type of thing that is good for our industry to get involved in too. I mean, those people, this is a direct report, and this, you notice the terminology too that they use. So this is a good opportunity for us to assert ourselves, sort of like maybe Arkansas manufactured housing industry could put something together helping folks, or perhaps the national MHI. I know we're in the middle of the conference there, but when you see disasters happening to folks that own our type of homes, and also the press identifies them as trailer homes, mobile homes, which people are in our industry are trying to get us away from that. So good opportunity maybe for big timers in our industry to assert themselves and maybe do some good, do some help, and also make a good image for the manufactured housing industry in the process. Okay, now let me move over to something really interesting too. This is kind of from a personal standpoint, so you guys just bear with me for a moment. I always go to my local news as well, AZ Central, which is the Arizona Republic local news here in Arizona. Now, one of my broadcast heroes, actually one of my first broadcast heroes, and it's a very short list. I'll share it with you. But Dave Pratt of 98 KUPD fame from back in the day, local radio DJ. He is back at work, and he is doing, I guess this is his company, and on his dime, he has created an internet-based radio show. I am so interested in this. I will be checking it out later today. I think it's fantastic. As you can see, I sort of embrace this type of medium. I don't have the technology and don't want to spend the money to, you know, make a real professional broadcast, but Ustream is for free. So, you know, I always thank Ustream. But anyway, the point is Dave Pratt. It's going to be a mix of talk and music. And let me give a plug. You can hear his show, DavePrattLive.com, or stream it free to smartphones. Okay, so DavePrattLive.com. I guess that's it. But anyway, go Dave. It's good to see you back in the game. You're one of my heroes. I absolutely loved. You were inspirational to me in the 80s when I was a teenager. And this guy, like, you know, back then he was very raucous type of DJ. I mean, they were just going crazy on his morning show. And I just loved it. I mean, great stuff. And Dave Pratt, he stayed in the Valley for the longest time. He grew up. He became a man. He's a family guy. He's a good guy. And I just think that it's great. So good to see you, Dave. And I wish you the best of luck. Good man, Dave Pratt, Arizona type of dude. Okay. Anyway, that's about all the time we have for today. Once again, let's give a plug to our sponsor, ManufacturedHomeMart.com, the premier online store for manufactured housing, ManufacturedHomeMart.com. Thank you very much, everybody. One more plug for CongressandExpo.com, the start of the Congress and Expos today. Good luck to everybody in Vegas. I wish I was there. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.